Now, new research shows that UK households are sitting on a treasure trove of £3,540 worth of unwanted or unused items. Now, joining us in the studio to discuss why we're a nation of hoarders, what we can do about it, is Jamie Breese, a declutter and collectibles expert from BBC Two's The Life, Laundry and ITV1's Everything Must Go. So, Jamie, welcome to you. Let me ask you first, are you a collector?
I am a collector. I've stripped myself right. Do you like that? I've stripped down. I've stripped down, so to speak, somewhat. I used to be really into like a rock and roll memorabilia and modern first edition books. So two very different things, but requiring a bit of effort to get a collection going. Today I spend. Yeah, well, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, a wonderful, wonderful, colourful area to research and to be involved in. These days, I've stripped it right down, and I've been preaching decluttering for about 8-9 years now, so I have to live that life, and I'm better for it.
Now we must draw a line, Jamie, as well, seeing as between collectors and hoarders. There's a totally different thing.
Yes, they're interconnected. There is connective tissue between the two, but the two worlds are very, very different. A collector, as you alluded to, uses discernment and distinction and a degree of scholarship to build a collection which they can enjoy for its intrinsic value, or they can build a collection to hopefully one day sell and make some money on.
Exactly.
Hoarder, well, you can have different levels of it. Hoarders. This research. Which I got the facts and figures late last night, which was kept me up thinking late last night, actually. Wait for this, £93 billion worth of clutter, and as you said, 3,500 quid. So, in the average home. So let me get this straight. The average family could actually benefit here by going online and sell. This information came from Gumtree.com.
Yeah.
Now, apparently you can go online and you can place your items a bit like a local notice board, okay? So I would challenge anybody. This is a good tool now. I can now go into any household and say, I tell you what, there's £1,000 in that room right there which you can sell and make in a few days by advertising this stuff. That would be a very, very good motivation to do a spring clean this next coming long weekend.
If it was that simple. I mean, that's what predictions are. But what you get and what you predict you get are usually different.
Yeah, I mean these are obviously averages across the Britain. I'd like to offer your listeners some tips, if I may. But firstly, identify what you've got once you've done a declutter. Then how do you identify it? Well, you need to do a little bit of research. You make sure you don't let those bits of rock and roll memorabilia and rare first edition books slip out for nothing, so to speak. And then how do you sell? Well, you don't always have to sell it. You can go to your charity shop. You can donate. You can recycle. That's a popular one. We do a lot with the TV. In some cases, you have to destroy items. We had a big crusher on the Life Laundry, a big mechanical crusher, which we had a little ceremony, and we'd chuck things into there. But you'd be surprised how many household goods people actually, even if they're broken, people actually want. Your car boot fare is another avenue, though that is sometimes it's weather dependent and you have to travel around. So as I've been in the business since I was about 12, the internet has really helped create a national, in some cases like eBay, an international shop front.
I think that the net has created a reason for people not to throw things away.
Well, yes, especially when they discover that the price rises on some things. But what this research has shown is that we are, quite literally, Billy, we are a nation of hoarders, and there's nothing way around it.
I hold my hands up. I'm a collector myself and
what do you
hoarder.
collect? Can I ask what you collect?
I collect TV and film memorabilia
sweet.
And comics, old comics and TV times and radio times, stuff like that.
What about film memorabilia? What's your prize item? I mean, I don't want to flip it around, but
my prize item, I think, is an autograph by Robert De Niro on a photograph.
By Robert De Niro, sweet. Yeah, £185 to £225 for that. If it's a black and white, is it black and white?
It's black and white. I've got a lot of old cowboys as well. I've got a Lone Ranger autograph. I actually interviewed Clayton Moore, and he autographed a picture for me.
Well, you know what? It sounds like you collect because you love these items and they're pleasing to the eye, and you admire stuff. But what this research found is that people keep their so-called collections, in other words, tut in things as bad. Wait for this, 3 or 4% of people saying things like washing machines, fridges. I didn't know the fridges were used. I
can't believe people hide stuff in washing machines and fridges.
Well, it is. Well, literally, I won't say which region, but one region, 7% people admitted to putting them either in the fridge, bathtub, or washing machine.
And leaving it there.
And leaving it there and hiding it away, we're entering into the territory of...
Let's go into the top 10 most hoarded items.
Yeah,
now, items of clothing is number one. I'll guarantee that. That's got to be women.
Sorry, Merseyside, yes. But blokes follow up with the kind of the gadget graveyard, as Gumtree said. It's like your kind of your ex mobile phones and iPods and so forth. And that's predictable. Number two was DVDs. Number two, well, very well guessed.
Hold my hands up there.
Very, very well guessed. But then the arch criminal, number three, is the VHS videos, which is kind of weird because it's old tech. But
we're keeping them to copy them, aren't we, Jamie? We always mean to copy them onto DVD.
You put your finger on it. Always mean to. And I'm laughing with you, not at you, sir. But I must say, having travelled the length and breadth with the BBC around the country, spending 5 to 7 days with each family, the same thing pops up. One day I may use this, or it was given to me as a gift. I feel guilty. Well, do you know what? Simply, as my colleague Dawny would always say, simply let it go, honey. She was American.
But do you know what I do, Jamie? At car boot sales, I look around for videos, VHS videos.
You look for VHS videos?
From homes with the white strip on the top which tells you what's on it. And I always look on these home videos just to see what's on it in case there's any old TV series, documentaries that might be on.
You're going around collecting people's home videos. You are a sociologist building up an intimate portrait, so to speak, of the United Kingdom.
I've had some good finds of television series that are still not out on DVD yet.
Sweet.
So I always have a look for them. Next comes my wife again, Jamie. Yes. Shoes.
Oh, shoes. Well,
women hoard shoes more than anything.
Yeah, let me offer a tip to your perhaps your female and male listeners as well. Very simple tip for decluttering here and cashing in on it. We've been hearing about the budget and the double dip recession potentially. Well, here's a chance to make some money. Take all your shoes out, lay them all out on the rack. When you wear a pair, have them all facing downwards. When you wear a pair, and return them to the rack the wrong way around. I know it looks a bit odd, it may look good, but set yourself a time constraint, either 2 months or 6 months at absolute push, because shoes can cost a bit of money. Yeah. Then in this case, you can decide to give them away, or you can stick them online with a good description, be honest, take a nice little photo, and hopefully sell them to someone local. This is also recycling. If you've got someone hang up about letting go of somebody's gift item to you, like a wedding present, they would be looking at you going, do you know what? We would like you to have some more space. We would very much like Billy and his family to have a little bit more living space and to make some cash out of it. Don't resist that thing it was a gift, because what this research has shown is actually a quarter of all Brits are stressed by their clutter. This is actually quite serious. Stress, this is their own word. It was like I'm sure the survey was like a tick a box, but stressed was the word used in the survey. That's significant. These people,
I can believe you.
And that does worry me, and I think things are getting worse. And looking at this figure of 93 billion. I mean,
and Jamie,
heartbreaking,
I bet you it causes a few rows as well.
Right, you put your finger on it. I've come across. In fact, somebody I was speaking to not long ago after 14 years. I think the husband was pretty much pulling his hair out. I mean, this causes marital difficulties. The children, where they should be having some living space, suddenly come back and find when they come back from university that their home has been used to pile up the offending items. Really, really big tip for your listeners in Merseyside. I'm not being specific to Merseyside, but if as you're listening from Merseyside, I think it's fair usage. If in doubt, send it out. Go to an item, be brutal with yourself, and simply say to yourself, am I going to use this item again in the next couple of months? If you're not, let it go. I can promise you, with my hand on my heart, after doing 3 or 4 clutter busts in the last 3 or 4 years myself, I would say that not one single item have I ever regretted letting go of. You don't think about it. It's like saying goodbye to someone at a railway station. It's all a bit nervy at the moment. You think, if I don't say goodbye and send them my love, wave properly, it's somehow going to be some sort of bad luck. It's nonsense. It's all superstition. It's actually rooted psychologically in our sort of social and evolutionary past.
OK, the message is then The message is declutter, get rid of everything except first edition books and rock and roll memorabilia. If you have any of that, get in touch with Jamie.
And certainly make some take your household goods and make some money. This is the spring clean time come up, isn't it?
Okay. Give us the website again, Jamie, before you go.
I've got a blog up there. You can find it at www.gumtree.com.
Jamie, nice talking to you. You've got a website of your own, of course.
I have indeed. Jamie Breese with an S.com.
Nice talking to you, Jamie.
Billy, you've been a trooper. Thanks so much, mate.
Take care.
All the best.
Bye.